Surprise,
All I can tell y'all is that it's about to go down.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest show on planet Earth.
My man.
This is the Toolbox.
Enemy spotted.
Featuring Zach Ristomaki,
Oh, hell no.
Stuart King Winsek, and Jarrett Andrews.
I like turtles.
Check this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Toolbox time!
Ladies and gentlemen, the show that you've all been waiting for. The Toolbox, brought to you by your friends at the Good Time Boys. Joined with me today, Mr. Jarrett Andrews and a Mr. Zach R. Prefer that to you butchering my last name, I guess.
Is this NPR?
It was, and then you ruined it. You just gave up. All right, you know what? This is the Toolbox, ladies and gentlemen. We are episode number 9. And I got to do an intro.
You did.
That's the last one you're doing.
I'm not happy with that, but at the same time, I kind of, mixed feelings on that, but I'll take it.
Let's remember, Jarrett did ask someone else to do the intro today.
It's a lot of pressure, you know. Like you got to open the show with a joke, at least one.
Right.
Stu hit on that with energy. NPR, you don't get a lot of energy, you know. And I wasn't even sure that's what you were going
Well,
for.
it's like an SNL sketch. You know, like, you enjoy the moment, and then we come with a lot of energy.
It's like an SNL skit. Most of them suck.
Yeah.
But some are good.
Yeah,
some
like
are good.
the one I just did.
Some are memorable.
Yeah.
I was like Jim Carrey's Biden.
Did you guys
Locked on.
see any of Bill Burr's show?
I did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was good, right?
I thought it was
pretty
hilarious.
funny. He's a funny dude.
I didn't watch SNL when it was more consistent. I don't watch it now. So
Fair enough.
That is fair.
That is very fair.
But when it hits the news, it's kind of our job to watch it.
it's like every
I watch it on YouTube.
every 4 years SNL becomes relevant again, and that's just a fact.
That's
So
usually
right now-
because of the election.
Yeah. Every
Correct.
4 years. It's like the Olympics. You only care every 4 years.
So now that we're supposed to care, why don't you?
I mean, if there's something funny, I'm sure I'll see it on Twitter, and I did. So
Jim Carrey's Biden.
yeah,
Bill Burr's entire monologue was.
did not see that.
Oh my god.
It was pretty
on
good.
Twitter.
Oh,
It was good.
It challenged us.
People got upset about it for like,
Well, he's pulling the Ricky Gervais of unapologetic comedy.
but he's not pulling the Ricky Gervais because he's, I don't know.
I don't think he's going
Was
out
that-
of his way to do it like Ricky Gervais does.
was
But
that
at
the
same
Oscars
time-
that Ricky Gervais did?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
I hope they ask him back, but they probably won't.
No,
Probably won't.
the way he spoke about Hollywood.
It's comedy
Yeah.
for comedy's sake.
Yeah.
I knew like it was hitting the fan when they literally blocked out his audio for like 30 seconds. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh damn, he must have said some stuff.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Bill Burr is he's just himself, and he
Who else would it be? This guy.
nice. He just blatantly observes
Bill
everything
Warm.
for who he is. Oh, get it?
Took me a minute. I got there.
Bill
Good one,
Sweats.
Jarrett. Bringing the fire today.
I'm here.
So, Stu, do you have any Stu's news for us?
Yeah, Jarrett's bringing firecrackers as story number 1.
Nice.
But outside of that, stories that I have touch on Hollywood. You guys familiar with Leo DiCaprio?
Yes.
Yeah,
Kind of
friend of
a
the show.
big name?
Yeah.
For sure.
He's jumping on that Netflix bandwagon.
A lot of actors are now.
He was in one of those movies I saw, Titanic. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jarrett watched Titanic.
I was actually thinking about that the other day.
I
About
was-
how we need more water-related movies in the toolbox.
I was thinking about something similar to that, but we can get into that later.
Also have a story on Britney Spears. I think we should start doing a weekly update on her because her life is...
People like Britney Spears.
You know what? I'm gonna let you guys know. I used to have a crush on her.
controversial.
I used to
Yeah.
have a crush. I'm gonna be honest.
I wasn't aware of who Britney Spears was until she shaved her head.
Really?
Yeah, I'm young.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess.
That happened when I was like 6, 7.
Britney Spears came out in my very formative years. At one point, I believe I wrote her a letter that never was sent, but my mother was always very fond of showing it to everybody.
Sounds like you.
Sounds like a mother.
Until I confiscated
Sound
it.
like a mother.
Until I confiscated it. 'Cause only that was intended for her eyes.
Right. And see, I hate that. You know, you write something by hand to a person.
Meaningful.
That's meant for 2 balls, right?
She's only
2 eyeballs, and it's
she's
for the
only
people you
a
wrote it to.
couple, like, what,
Been for 2
5, 6, 7, 8 years older than I am?
Yeah.
At the time, it would have been completely inappropriate, so it's probably for the best it didn't get sent.
Send it now.
Well, what was the Well, you know what? That's an inappropriate question to ask. It's your business.
It is. It is.
But depending on the context, it might not be inappropriate.
it was love.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
How old were you?
Like 12?
It was
13?
inappropriate.
For example, in Star Wars: Phantom Menace, right?
Sure.
That's
The-
quite the reference we're pulling.
The
Yep.
the queen,
Let him go. Let him go.
the queen of an entire planet
I know what he's talking about.
was sexually attracted to a 9-year-old boy. Natalie Portman.
Now,
Now, you're
Not
sure
in
she
Phantom
was
Menace.
sexually attracted to the boy, or she was just kind to the boy, and then he grew up into a man that she fell in love with? 'Cause
She-
you're painting a
He grew up into
quite the
a
picture
he
here.
grew up into a very angsty teenager. I'll say
Yes.
that.
now, episode 2
About as
is a
angsty as you
little
can
weirder
get. Yeah, episode 2 is weird.
because she should be around 30 or 40 at that point.
What? Oh man. Yeah, because
Because he's like,
he's like 18.
Now, what's the actress's name again?
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman. Thank you. But to her credit, she's been in movies forever, and she looks the exact same.
That was probably that
No,
might have been
she's
like
very-
her. That might have been like her
she's a
first
very
known
young
role.
looking actress, like, regardless.
Early.
She's looked the same for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
So
That's fair.
that's actually a fair jump that Star Wars made.
They banked on her pretty.
I just
hard
can't.
there.
I just can't get over like how like they could have had so many child actors, and I don't know who that kid is. He probably grew up to be a nice guy, you know,
Yeah.
but he sucked.
Yeah.
Like
no,
Natalie Portman walks in, first thing you hear is, "Are
did
you an angel?" Like that. Oh.
Are you forgetting the famous yippee? line?
Yippee!
Yeah.
It's working!
Now this is pod racing.
Oh my god! Oh,
We just became a Star Wars podcast.
that's I'm here for it.
Touching on the very top of a loaded segment there.
It's
More
working.
stuff for News.
Yeah, in this next story, we're talking all Star Wars.
Nice.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
No, there's apparently a new beer coming out. It's got an interesting flavor. You want to know what that flavor is? Stay tuned.
oh, nice. Dude,
The flavor is hot wings.
Well,
Thanks for staying tuned. We're back here on the Toolbox.
Welcome back to the Toolbox. It's Hot Wings.
oh man, you really had me on the edge of my seat there. Now I'm sitting down again.
So wait. So let me get this straight. We now have Hot Wings flavored as Mountain Dew from last week, or 2 weeks ago now.
No, you weren't paying attention to Susan.
It's hot sauce,
Hot sauce.
branded by Mountain Dew.
But you can make wings out of it.
Sure.
Yeah, you can make a lot of things out of it.
So
Goulash.
is it gonna go full circle where we get Mountain Dew that's flavored like beer?
This is it. All right. We need to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, get the wings that they have, the new ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need
You
to
just get the sauce. You don't have
like
to
the
actually
lemon-
get the wings.
whatever.
You just
We
buy it
need to
individually
go-
with a couple sides. It's
Lem-
cheaper.
Stew, please. We need to go
Stu, let me finish.
Just irresponsible.
to Red
We're running
Lobster.
money.
Right.
We need to go Red Lobster, get a Dugarita,
Sure.
and then we need to get the hot wing flavored beer, and
Sure.
then just have a night of it. And
Okay.
it'd be fun at the time, but I feel like the next day your toilet
Hey,
would
well,
never
if you're
forgive
worried
you.
about tomorrow, you're not having fun tonight.
That's fair.
That is true.
Just keep in mind your toilet's never gonna want
Have
to
you
look
ever
at you
had
again.
hot
If
beer?
you're worrying about the toilet, you're not having a fun night.
Have you
No.
ever had like spicy beer before?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's gross. It's
I
so bad.
Can't drink it.
No.
Have not.
Will not.
You look like an IPA guy right now, Zach, with the flannel. You know,
With the flannel.
looks
yeah.
it look like you pound some IPAs. Yeah.
Yeah. I hate him.
I offered him an IPA and he turned it down.
Yeah.
So he's
Oh,
not-
see,
hate 'em.
an IPA guy would never.
he hasn't
Never.
completed his final form as a hipster.
It's like
I would never drink that. It's so gross.
tastes like the urine of a dehydrated construction worker. Really,
How would you know that taste? Yeah.
just guessing.
You just know the smell, or what?
I'm just
What are you basing that off of?
Just it's not my joke. I got it from a TikTok. If we're being real.
There you go. So-
abort.
So we now know TikTokers drink piss.
Yeah. If they drink IPAs.
That doesn't shock me. It's probably a trend or a fad. The next one, right? It's better than Tide Pods. It's a step up.
Well,
Yeah,
at
it's
least
sterile.
you
Give me
guys
another
both
Coke.
came up with the word sterile at the same time. That's
Yeah, we've
crazy.
seen Dodgeball.
Yeah, well,
You're getting your jokes from TikTok. We're getting ours from Ben Stiller movies.
it's not Ben Stiller.
Technically.
Oh, it is Ben Stiller, isn't
Ben
it?
Stiller's in it, but it's
It's a Vince Vaughn movie.
yeah, Vince Vaughn. That's much better.
Speaking of Vince Vaughn, you guys see that new movie coming out where Vince Vaughn is like a serial killer and he gets changed into the body of a teenage girl?
I did
Oh
see
my
that.
god, yeah.
That looks good. Not good, looks funny.
It
looks
looks
funny.
like what was that movie with
Funny good.
Schneider?
Oh, Rob Schneider. Don't do that to me. But yeah, you're right.
The what was it? She's the dude or something?
Yeah, well, Rob
She's the man.
Schneider
She's the man.
first.
Rob
She's the
Sch-
steep.
Rob Schneider is a carrot?
That's such a I hate that kind of like approach to it. But I like the horror movie like
It
Heather,
has a
kinda
very happy
twist.
happy death day to you kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Tucker and Dale almost.
Where there's like where it's got like a niche
yeah.
to it.
See, well Tucker and Dale was that was a good movie.
Yeah,
And
it was
so,
more
like,
comedy than horror,
Right.
but still horror.
I already know how the writer thought. Like the writer was making like, I want to make a movie, right? They just watched Freaky Friday, trying to get some inspiration. Like, I'd be kind of scared in that situation. Freaky Friday horror movie.
No, they were definitely watching.
Boom.
She's the man.
Oh
I thought Freaky Friday was a horror movie.
no.
With Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis,
Oh.
known for horror movies.
Okay.
Terrifying.
She is, dude. She's
Yeah.
she's the original Scream Queen.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why it's a horror movie.
I've actually never been a fan of horror movies, but I do have a list of the scariest movies of all time based off of a study that was done on 50 people monitoring their heart rates and showing them 150 hours of scary movies.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an
How do you sign
afternoon.
up for that job?
I believe they donated their time.
I don't even like scary movies.
I wasn't
Nor do I.
I wasn't a scary movie guy at first. I'm coming around to it though, I like
The
it.
guy who's afraid to play Call of Duty because there's jump scares in it now.
Yeah, it is what it is. I don't like that I'm like that, but it's not a terrible thing. I don't avoid it.
Don't look at that, Zach.
I saw a movie a couple days ago. It has who's Katniss Everdeen, Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence.
She's in a
Okay, Law.
she's in a horror movie. It's on Amazon. You can rent it for $4. It's called Mother. That movie is an absolute
Mother?
trip and a half. Yeah.
I watched that new Netflix show.
QB Halloween.
No.
You have to be more specific. There's a new Netflix show every week.
The Bly Manor one. It's like a horror show.
Yeah, I heard
There's
that.
like ghosts and stuff in it.
I heard that
Spooky.
English people were having an issue with everybody's accents on it.
In it?
It's funny because a lot of the actors are English actors, and they were having problems with the English accents that the actors had.
Because they were wonky.
Yeah, but it takes place in the 80s, I guess. So the accents were,
It was a
Slightly
crazy time.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the accents were different in the 80s.
I don't know. I mean,
I do, and they were.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Can
I
vouch.
enjoyed it. Is basically what I was saying.
I enjoyed the 80s as well.
1985, I arrived. That song was about Stu.
No, it's not. 'Cause I arrived in 1988.
Ah.
1988. I was late.
I would listen to that. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
1988, I'm a mistake.
Hey! Save the roast jokes.
Hey, TBD. I still have my redemption song. Coming up next. So do you guys know the scariest movie of all time?
Probably
According to that list.
The Exorcist.
think I saw a study on it. Wasn't it The Departed or something like that?
The Departed?
No.
Is it a scary movie?
No. What was it called? Oh, I forget.
Pirates of the
This
Caribbean.
is done by Broadband Choices.
Frozen 2. Terrifying.
I would never watch that.
A talking snowman? Are you kidding me?
Jack Frost.
Yeah.
Been
Jack
done.
Frost. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been done.
exactly.
Yesterday's news.
Terrifying.
Actually, there's like 3 horror movies that I know of that have
Yeah.
talking snowman as the main like antagonist.
Yeah, they're all very creepy too. Like the snowman's all like I forget what the one like franchise is called, but he's like a sexual predator too. And he's like,
Snowman?
yeah,
Jesus.
I think it was Jack Frost. Honestly.
No, he was not. Jack Frost was not a predator.
Frosty
he was
the
just trying to
Snowman.
save his family.
That was an entirely different movie.
Yeah,
Alright,
that was
I'm-
a feel-good movie.
You know, you guys. I'm gonna
We
look
were
it.
supposed to
I-
Where the dad gets into a car crash.
I need to look it
and
up.
Then he's like looking at his family that's all sad because he's now a snowman. Then they don't know. Spoiler.
It was
alert.
literally
Sorry.
called. All right, it's called Jack Frost. So there's a horror franchise also called Jack Frost. So there you go.
Nice.
All right, that's fair.
Which one came first?
Pretty sure mine.
The chicken.
I don't know about that. All right, so gentlemen, you each get one guess. The scariest movie you can think of.
Thought I guessed.
I've got this list in front of me. You probably don't want to go with your first guess because
Okay.
I couldn't find it.
Cool. I'll change it.
So this is based off of Broadband Choices. 50 people watched all of these movies. They judged their heart rates. So the highest heart rate throughout the entire movie was deemed the scariest all-around movie. Now there's also the scariest moment, which had the biggest jump scare heart rate.
Are these people who have never seen the horror movie before?
Correct.
Okay, because I feel like
So new watchers.
some would be like watered down if
Yeah.
they'd seen it already.
I'm assuming. Why would you?
I
No,
know,
that's
but
fair.
like some
That's
horror
fair.
movies are so iconic that you like
Mhm.
you've seen them. You know?
Like Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, like Hocus Pocus.
Sure. Yeah.
That was my kind of horror movie. Like
Hmm.
that's about as
The
scary as I
one
get.
with like zero horror in it.
No, there's some scary parts. There were.
I'm gonna
Me.
guess. I'm gonna guess. Blair Witch Project.
Was the sacrificing of a virgin the scary part for you?
No.
It's either that or if we're going oldies, I'll go Psycho. But I feel like newer movies are scarier than older movies.
All right. So you went Blair Witch and then a follow-up of Psycho, just in case that wasn't good enough.
Yep, you bet your sweet bippy I did.
All right, Zach, where are we at? I know you were doing some peeking.
I did peek, so I'm not gonna say the one I saw.
You're
It's
s-
not number one.
You're a screen watcher.
I saw-
Yes.
Every
I saw-
game you
Yes,
play.
He sure is.
Every game you play,
Can't
you just
vouch.
screen
Okay,
watch.
hold on. That's not true.
Hey, I saw you playing Stu in that
Yep.
1v1. You never played that map before, but you knew exactly where he
Yep,
was.
sure
Interesting.
did.
I don't know. It was a weird, like, it was the store. It was the Superstore one.
I played that map.
Oh.
I
Well,
play
then that's-
2v2s all the time.
Well, then that's when you screen watch. You're like, oh, so he's there. I know how to go around and kill him that way. Yeah.
no,
Yeah. This guy.
that's
Huh?
not true.
What a guy.
I play 2v2s all the time.
All the time.
Dude.
I get views.
I get views. I don't need that. Scary movies, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
I'm trying to think.
What is scary?
What is scary? It's a subjective thing, really.
The movie that had people with the high or got people going.
The heart rate.
Yeah.
Okay. It's probably something like a thriller.
You
more
got
than
5 seconds.
Just guess.
Paranormal Activity. I don't know.
That's a good guess.
I think that's the one you saw.
That is not the one I saw.
It's number 5.
I saw
Mm.
number 2,
What was number 2?
Insidious.
No, number 2 was The Conjuring. Oh no, number 2 was Insidious.
Look, I know more than he does.
Maybe Zach should look at this month.
Yeah, Zach glanced once and knows more about the article than Stu does.
Well, keep laughing, Jarrett. You were 23.
Oh, whatever, bro. Whatever.
You weren't even close.
What was one?
Sinister.
That's
Sinister.
Which one's that?
that's
I don't even.
now that you said it, that was the movie I was thinking
Starring
of.
Ethan Hawke
Yeah.
from horror powerhouse Bloomhouse Productions. Sinister follows
that the one
the
with the-
chilling story of controversial true crime writer Elliot Oswald, as his obsession with reviving his career leads to an investigation into a series of family murders and child kidnappings. after unearthing a string of grisly 8mm films seemingly showing the murders, including one in his own home, Will Elliott's obsession put his family in danger.
I saw that movie. It was terrifying.
Sinister.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
It was released in 2012 and directed by Scott Derrickson.
And there was a couple sequels. Horrifying film. It was really scary.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's one of the great modern horrors. Sinister is packed with scares, twists, jumps, creepy kids, and bad decisions, which kept our test subjects' hearts pounding throughout the whole movie.
Wait. You said he was a writer, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Isn't 80% of most horror films bad decisions, though? Like, honestly?
That's in like slasher movies. This
Yeah,
is
like
more of a horror movie.
Going camping.
Yeah.
But
Never
Yeah,
go
those are
camping.
Idiots. You want to put yourself at risk? Leave your
these are
home.
not slasher movies, though. Like, actual, like, ghost movies, even. It's like, oh, I just saw something floating over there.
That's probably my imagination.
Yeah, let me go over there and just, like, pick it up and...
Yeah.
Well, in the movie Casper, that was a great idea.
Top 10 horror movies all time.
So
Casper,
what?
Friendly Ghosts.
What are the other ones on there?
All right, so some of the other ones: Insidious #2, like Zach saw, The Conjuring, Hereditary, Paranormal Activity,
Hereditary was weird.
It Follows.
Oh, I thought you were
It
gonna say.
Follows is a good one, actually.
Yeah,
What is
that
it?
one.
That's
That's the one with the STD.
It's like an STD where if you have sex with somebody, it passes it to you, and somebody follows you until they kill you.
Mhm.
Does that? Yeah. Does that end the? Oh no! And once it kills you, the last person who had it
Yeah.
goes
It's
goes
a-
back for them.
Yeah.
why weren't they dead if that person's killing everybody with it?
What? No, it's just a
No, no, no.
random
It's
person.
like-
Is
It's
it like
like
The
a-
Ring?
It's like an
It's a
entity.
ghost.
It's
Like
like an.
whoever-
It's
Yeah.
like The Ring, yeah.
It's like whoever watches the movie dies, but the movie doesn't die. So whoever sleeps with
Yeah.
that person
Yes.
dies.
Well,
Yeah, and it goes into a
they die
line.
because, like in The Ring, the ghost comes out of. Well, the ghost follows them.
But this ghost is like dressed as like a normal person, and then it like just walks menacingly. It's very
Yeah.
slow,
It's
and it just walks.
It's very strange because a lot of people have said. So technically, you could just continue on a journey and just make sure you never cross paths with it.
Yeah, and just like just live on the road for your entire life.
Well, yeah, like if you do like some math and you're like, all right, you're walking at 0.002 miles per hour. If I go to China, you won't be there until X amount of days. I'm no
Would
mathematician.
it walk through like the bottom of the ocean, or would
Does
it
it go
get on
through
a
the
boat and wait for a boat?
I don't know.
or
That's a good
plane,
question.
or-
It probably because nobody can see it. It probably
it
just hop on a
land-bound?
plane. You know. I don't know.
Does it walk on water?
Because I remember how they killed it. I think.
didn't walk on water. They didn't kill
No
it.
spoilers.
No,
I
didn't-
have not watched it.
It doesn't end in them killing it.
Oh, I thought they like shocked it in the pool.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure they just like do sort of like a "this is my burden to bear" type of thing, like The Ring,
Well,
Hey, I'm gonna be celibate.
where The Ring is such a bad ending too, though.
What? No, I thought it was good.
They make multiple copies of the movie and send it all over.
And now they're safe.
Yeah, because other people are dying.
But they're safe.
yeah, it's true. Like in the movie, like this girl gives it to the guy. He said, "I'll take it," and then the guy just goes and does a prostitute and says, "That chick's gonna have sex with like 90 people. I'm chilling," but no.
Is that what happened in the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He just
there's-
gave it?
The movie. See,
I mean, like, if I'm that dude,
That's a good idea.
I-
That's a good
like,
idea.
here's $25. Thanks.
it follows-
We'll be seeing you.
Good luck with the clients.
It Follows is one of those movies where you honestly sometimes don't want to root for the people who are being chased by the
Yeah.
ghost because they're also scumbags.
Yeah, like it's so funny because the ghost is just like, and then the people say, "Oh shit!" Because only the person who has it can see the ghost, and everybody's like, "What the? What are you doing?" It's like, "Oh my god, it's gonna kill me!" Like, dude, there's nobody here.
So he starts like sprinting out of a crowded room.
Yeah, and then
Get some, like distance between them.
the entity still just
It's still just like trudging along.
yeah
I mean, that is one of
Imagine-
the scariest things you can do is have like a slow fear.
yeah.
Imagine you're
It's
in like
constantly there.
a business meeting or something and it just walks in.
You're like, ah, damn it, I gotta pee.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
At that
Do
point,
some loops.
You're just walking around the table till the meeting's over. It's like I have restless leg syndrome. I have to walk.
at that point, you're not worried about business meetings. You're not gonna seclude
true.
yourself to
A cubicle.
yeah, like why?
It's like, oh, it's just Daryl from accounting, and then Daryl from accounting slowly walks up to you and like breaks your neck. It's like, oh, that's not Daryl from accounting.
Nope. Not Daryl.
How fun.
Well, what are more movies? I'm curious.
Yeah. What was...
So we got to It Follows, then The Conjuring 2. The Conjuring one, I saw one of those. Those were pretty good.
The second one, it was kind of garbage.
I don't understand why people continue living in a haunted house. That never made sense to me.
The second one was weird because it had time traveling shit in it too. Kind of goes back in time and sees everything from the point of view of the ghost.
At number 8, you've got The Babadook. Number 9, The Descent. Number 10, The Visit.
The Descent.
Was
Scary, very scary.
yeah. Was the Babadook scary? I don't remember it being
I
scary,
have never
scary.
seen that movie, so I don't know. Is there a movie called it's called REC? Is that anywhere down there?
REC as in recording?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, well that movie's terrifying.
No, it's not.
It's a live action one.
No, it's not. Shut up.
It's a live action one of a
So was the Blair Witch Project.
yeah. It's you
Biggest
should watch it.
jump scare. Oh wait, there's The Ring at number 11. And then A Quiet Place.
Really?
The Ring is number 11. I didn't think The Ring was that scary.
Dude, okay, 80% of A Quiet Place, the sound is so minimal. Literally 80% nobody's making a sound. So I feel like how would you be scared if there's nothing going on? You know?
Have you watched it?
Yeah.
I mean, also
Well, I don't know.
the jump scare towards the beginning of it isn't even a jump scare because you know it's coming.
Yeah.
So
I mean, to make your heart race a little bit. Oh my god, are they gonna get to the?
I think A Quiet Place could have been better if they never showed the monsters.
Well, you gotta show the monsters, you know,
Why do you have to show the monsters?
to know what they're fighting against.
And it'd be scarier if
intolerance.
they just disappear. Someone gets
But they're pretty scary looking,
at
aren't
the
they?
beginning. At the beginning, is a better way to do it than they did towards the end.
Fear of the unknown only gets you so far. At a certain point, you have to know what you're running from.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't like about A Quiet Place is how cheesy his work area was, where it said, "What is the weakness?" and you circle it. Dude, of course you're looking for the weakness. Come on.
I don't understand how the entire human race couldn't figure out that they're sensitive to loud noises.
Yeah.
What? A tank never shot at one of them and was just oh look, now it's weak.
Oh, it's supersonic noises. So you know how there's a dog whistle.
So a jet going by.
I mean, I'm sure it could run away from it, you know. But a supersonic noise that cripples them, you know.
No one ever used a megaphone.
Oh, it's not supersonic.
If you get a
Well, I think
screech out of a megaphone,
they were-
that's one of the weaknesses that they.
I think they were too busy trying to not make noise so they wouldn't die.
But
Let's
there's
put
so
these
many
megaphones in
things-
this box and not touch it.
There's so many things in everyday life that make some sort of high pitched noise that.
I'm worried about Quiet Place 2 because there's a lack of John Krasinski. I think he'll be in the beginning because it's
Is his wife in it?
yeah, Emily Blunt's in it. Yeah.
It basically just.
She's handsome. She's a handsome lady.
Yeah. She's one of those where the accent truly makes it.
Yeah, that's true.
She's a handsome lady.
We know
Then
Stu likes his
you
British
add that
accents.
accent.
Right.
It's a full
Full send.
Full send.
Thank
Thank you.
What rounds out the list?
This list actually goes to 35. So the
Was-
biggest jump scares
Was
in all of
Psycho
the movies.
on there at all?
The scariest moments out of all of these movies: number 1, Insidious; number 2, Sinister; 3, The Exorcist 3; 4, The Conjuring; and 5, The Descent.
The Descent is the one in the Paris catacombs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just
And
wanted
there's
to make
those little white zombie looking things.
Okay. I just want to make sure I was on the right thought process there.
I don't watch scary movies. I watch movies to be entertained, not to be scared.
I agree.
I like scary movies that are actually good movies. You know, they're like well made, well produced.
That too.
Like there's some scary movies that are just terrible. And you're
Have
like,
you
"Ugh,
ever turned off a movie because you were so scared?
no.
I have.
Wait, I walked away from a movie. I watched Freddy vs. Jason came out when I was like 8.
The worst scary movie to be afraid of.
Oh, I know, but I was 8. So it was on TV and it came on. I'm like, oh my god! And then I turned it off, and then I had a nightmare about it.
What it was? I think maybe it was Jeepers Creepers.
With the trucker that's following them? Or like that big truck, am I thinking of the right one? Where they're like in a car and they're like, just move over, man, just pull over.
I don't know. I've turned off scary movies because they were bad. Like
Yeah.
I turned off the Texas Chainsaw Massacre prequel
But not out
because
of
it was
fear?
garbage.
I'm looking for fear. Have you ever
No,
been like, you
there
know
was
what? I
one-
don't need to watch this. I'm just wasting my time because I don't want to be afraid.
Imagine watching a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie without Leatherface. That's what the prequels were, and it's so
Dude,
stupid.
The prequel movie was so bad for so many reasons, but the biggest reason is the entire inciting conflict of we were speeding through the countryside because we were being chased by a biker. What? And we hit a cow, and our Jeep
Blows up.
exploded.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
No. See, normally,
Cows are big.
normally either the cow or the Jeep would explode. In that scenario, the cow blew up and then the Jeep blew up,
Yeah.
which doesn't make any
It
sense.
If you hit a cow going really fast, it'll mess up your car enough where it can't drive.
Well, it can't drive, but the Jeep flipped over. Like
Yeah.
it flipped
That-
like 5 times.
Like people can hit a tree
And
and then just go up and then down.
And
They
No,
hit,
when people hit a
they're-
tree, it stops.
yeah.
they're
But when
in
you hit a
this
cow,
Jeep.
it goes like,
They're in this Jeep, right? It's hot, there's fire, and this biker's standing there
They're
over
in
them
it.
with a shotgun.
wait, hold on. Just gotta jump on in.
Sorry,
You're in a Jeep.
right?
It's hot. You're on fire.
The Jeep's on fire.
The Jeep's on fire. As it's already driving?
No, it's flipped over at this point.
Okay.
The-
Alright, I'm back. This
the-
is after
the-
we've hit the cow and flipped.
Yes. The sheriff gets out of the car and shoots the biker. First thing he does.
Yep.
Why, when he is interrogating the boys, why does he go, "Oh, you tried to burn your draft notice"? They're in a flipped over Jeep. It could have burned at any point they were in the Jeep. Why do you
Yeah.
immediately assume he was trying to dodge the draft?
And his punishment was just to make him do push-ups.
It's so dumb.
And
I'm not familiar
Well-
with that movie.
the other one where like the girl's like, "You're all gonna die," then shoots herself. Did you see that one? And then they had the shot
Be more specific.
where the camera like goes through the hole in her head. That was cool, but that movie sucked. But that was a cool
what
shot.
Movie?
It was another one of the Texas
Another
Chainsaw
Texas
prequel.
Chainsaw movie.
Are we? Alright, I thought
And
we were
there's
still
the-
on Jeepers Creepers.
the
You guys
coup-
gotta give me a
This
process
was
on
this was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like the first prequel that they made. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
where they drive into a cow because for some reason the driver and no one in the car is paying attention to what's going on in front of them.
yeah, they're getting run like
Typical
they're,
youths.
they're getting run down by bikers who want to mug
One
them.
biker.
Or was two. It was a guy and a girl.
Was there?
Or no, it was just a
It
girl.
was just the girl.
It was just a girl, and then the guy wanted to help the people who hit the cow because the guy killed his lady.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then, oh my god,
Even though she was going to kill them.
remember the one with the cousin? You know, the one with the cousin gets the house, gets the estate. You know?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Oh.
And I'm like,
Can we preface these with like instead of the other one?
another
like,
Texas Chainsaw
Okay,
Massacre.
Yeah,
thank you,
yeah.
thank you.
This was something Texas Chainsaw Massacre and then something. It had like
Yeah.
a name after it, and it's like that's so dumb.
I saw that movie in theaters. If I was just watching it, I would have turned it off because it was so bad. The acting was terrible. Trey Songz was in it, which was pretty cool. You know, a couple of jokes were made, but yeah,
So it was a comedy.
it was laughable how terrible the acting was. Yeah,
Fair enough. You'll get that in a
That's-
couple of horror
And that's
movies.
in the end of the prequel, the first one that I was talking about. She escapes and then dies anyway.
Yep.
Like, we get it. We get it. You had to set it up because for some reason you wanted to make a prequel to begin with.
dude, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one of my all-time favorite movies in general. It's so good.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to
Yeah.
hard to reboot these movies. Like that's why when this new Halloween came out and people liked it because they finally did something right and brought back original cast members and an original story instead of
Yeah.
like Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yeah,
which
because
was garbage.
they made all the, like there's like 10 Halloween movies made, right?
right.
And they were like, you know what? Let's say forget all those movies. This is a direct sequel to the
They-
original
they
movie.
They rebooted
And
the franchise
so
3
good.
times.
So good. Dude, Jamie Lee Curtis coming back.
Mhm.
So good.
Yeah,
So good. She's awesome.
she is.
She even screamed.
Brilliant.
She even screamed. I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's it. That's stuff right there."
There it is.
Love that.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Now, the one movie that I had to turn off because I was not enjoying being as scared as I was Shutter Island.
Shutter Island.
Yeah.
That's one of those like psychological ones.
Yeah.
I never. I don't know. The
Did you watch
psychological
it?
ones.
Did you watch it?
I've watched parts of it.
There it is.
But I've only watched parts of it because I watched it on
sandbagging
YouTube.
son of a gun. You're leaving me out here on an island
No,
and
I
you
didn't
turned
say
it
I
off.
turned it off.
You
I've
turned
watched
it off.
parts of it on YouTube. That's where I get most of my horror movie
Yeah.
stuff. Is I watch it on YouTube
watched
or
that-
I read the
Yeah.
synopsis of it because it's so hard to watch a good horror movie.
He
because
watched
there's
the
nothing.
non-scary parts. I
Mm.
guarantee you.
No,
And then just like
I watched all like the oh no, this thing is doing that, and it's like
if you YouTube Shutter Island without all the scary parts, then I'm like one view and it's sad.
yeah, I commented on it too. I was like, thank
Love
you for
it.
doing this.
This is not scary at all.
Finally, a good Leo movie.
You saved me.
Well, speaking of Leo,
Thank you for doing that segue with Shutter Island.
well, it actually worked out a little too well because it's an honest to goodness fact. I turned it on, I'm like, you know what? I'm done being scared. This is stupid. I'm gonna watch something
All
funny.
the movies
like-
that turn
Mhm.
off because you're scared.
yeah, it was.
You don't watch horror movies though. So.
I don't. It's not my jazz. If I'm watching it with somebody else, all the better because like, oh, okay,
I
I'll watch
normally
this.
don't
this
go
is
out of
dumb.
my way to do it.
Yeah, neither
But
do I.
Leo is signed on for Netflix. He'd been considering a couple of different projects, but he actually finally locked in Don't Look Up.
Is that another horror movie?
It's like A Quiet Place. Except, guess what? I'm just kidding. It's not like A Quiet Place.
Well, you can't see him. If you see him, you die.
Can't look up.
Is that Bird Box?
So,
Bird Box 2. You can't look up.
so all right. So Leo is huge, obviously.
Yeah.
It's Leo.
I mean, he's like 5'8", 5'9".
But he's not the only big name on this film. Like, this film is, as Gwen Stefani put it, bananas.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Gwen Stefani was in the movie. I'm like,
Ah, Stu.
weird way to bring that up.
No.
Can you spell that out for me, Stu?
You know who is?
Who's in it?
Ariana Grande.
Okay.
Know who else is in it? Kid Cudi.
Mm.
Know who else?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody by the name of Jennifer Lawrence.
Hey, we were just
Really?
talking about her.
But Jonah Hill. Wow. Kate Blanchett.
That was Blanchett.
Matthew Perry? Timothy Chalamet.
I've heard of him. I don't know what he looks like.
Tomer
exactly.
Sisley.
Hey, quiet down. Damn cat.
Himesh Patel.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He just
Wildly
looking for names you can
successful.
pronounce.
It seems
No,
more like a
no.
comedy cast than it does.
Clearly,
Yeah.
I wasn't looking for names that I could just pronounce as I butchered the last four. So,
He saw Jonah Hill, got really excited. He's like, "Oh, thank God!"
No, yeah, right. I get to take a breath on that one. So the film is going to follow two low-level astronomers who embark on a media tour to warn mankind of an approaching asteroid that's going to destroy Earth.
So,
It's a real
Judgment Day?
it's a real feel-good movie. And apparently, Jennifer Lawrence is the lead of the film.
What is that? What was that one movie? Asteroid.
Armageddon?
Armageddon.
Yeah, Armageddon with Bruce
Deep
Willis.
Impact.
Deep
No.
Impact I saw on a play and was terrified for several years.
I
of
saw
my life.
I saw a movie similar to that title just recently.
When, Jarrett?
You making a porn joke, Joe?
Yeah,
That's what I wanted to know when.
A couple nights ago.
Deep Impact.
It was in the title.
Look, man, that movie was not what I expected.
All right, so the reason Leo finally
So
just signed on-
sorry, dude. Are you
He's
making
the-
a porn joke?
Go ahead, Stu.
Yes, I am.
we don't do that here at the Toolbox.
Oh yeah, okay.
We're a little
We've
classy.
never made jokes about porn.
We only sell them merch.
Yeah,
Mm.
and make videos parroting it. That's it.
Outside of that, though,
Never.
don't touch it. So, the issue with Leo not joining it is he signed up for another Martin Scorsese film. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
Mm-mm.
All right, so he's going to be doing another one with Martin Scorsese, and it's called The Killers of the Flower Moon. And
Just always have to have a weird
he got
name.
a schedule for that one. He's like, oh my gosh, I can do this other movie and this one. Perfect. And he's doing actually that. It's with Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese. It's probably going to be a real snoozer.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be.
Yeah, like I'm more excited for the Netflix one.
Are you excited to watch cinema?
Matthew Perry's in the one on Netflix and Jonah Hill, so it's probably a comedy.
I mean, it sounds like a comedy.
Sounds like a comedy.
I mean, I
Like,
would,
Don't Look Up sounds like a horror movie.
Right.
that's the name of it.
Yeah, but
So
the
it's
cast makes it sound like a
it's
comedy.
about two astronomers who discover that an asteroid.
No, they don't discover.
Oh.
It follows two low-level ass.
Two low-level asses.
Cut it. Mark it. Follows two low-level astronomers who embark on a media tour to warn mankind of an approaching asteroid that will destroy Earth. Now, I read that in the story, Zach.
Okay.
What about that's confusing?
What's what Zach
I'm
said? They
just-
discovered an asteroid.
They did not discover it. They're going on a media tour, guys.
Well, why?
To tell people about an asteroid that is going to hit the Earth.
I'm sure they
Correct.
discovered it.
So
You're sure?
I would
Yeah.
assume that means they discovered it.
So you're assuming. What happens when we assume? Tell me.
I make an ass out of you and me.
No, just you.
So just you then.
All right. Actually, they did discover it. I'm just kidding.
Oh wait.
Which they discovered.
Oh no.
So excited for both of those movies because Leo is kind of the man. I don't think there's a single movie that he has done that I have not
I
enjoyed.
thought Scorsese was against doing Netflix stuff.
He's not doing
He's
Netflix
not.
stuff.
He's not.
Oh, that's a movie being released in theaters.
All right, now he's not listening.
Is that fair?
That's fair. You did
I
make that
heard
up.
you say he's doing a movie with Scorsese. I
Yeah,
didn't
he's
hear-
doing another project with
I
him.
didn't hear that was a theater release.
So you didn't hear, so he wasn't
Say it for the people in the back, Jarrett.
listening.
You can look at my screen. You can read the words.
I give you permission
I wasn't doing it.
to look at the
I
screen.
stopped doing it because you said, "Oh, I hate when you do that."
Is that your impression of me?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate when you do that.
Kermit the
Kermit the
Frog.
Frog. Kermit the Frog. You're
Oh.
a mix between Pat Mahomes and Kermit the Frog.
So two very similar sounding voices.
Yeah,
A mix
but
between the
not
two.
exactly the same.
Either. All right. Well, I'm gonna hopefully lean towards the athlete on that list,
No,
but
you're
that's
definitely a green
none
frog.
of my business.
Oh, it's a Kermit the Frog sipping tea meme joke.
Yeah, I didn't write it down for him.
Yeah.
Zing.
Bye bye.
So what's next?
Back to
Is that a segue?
No, it was a shot. Nice. All right. So what else do we got in old Stu's news here?
I don't know. You're the one who copied it and pasted
It's
it. on
Stewie.
Google Docs.
It's Stewie Stewis and his news.
And that's it. Let's see here. We've talked about Leo.
Yep.
We talked about B. Spears a little bit.
A little bit.
a little bit.
About some Frank's Red Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, Seth Rogen.
Love him.
Sure.
He said he's seen Borat 2
Yeah.
around
Wasn't
6
surprising.
times
Oh, that means it's good. if
over
you've
the
seen it
last
6
few
times.
months. And he is aggressively excited to see it a 7.
Cool.
It's crazy
Cool.
and wonderful and couldn't be more timely.
I thought about it and I might watch them like back to back.
That comes out in 3 days. So
It also has
yeah.
a few of the funniest scenes I've ever seen in a movie. I'm excited for you to see it. Now, gentlemen, the first Borat, I fell out of my chair in a movie theater, laughing. 100%
That's fair.
my style of humor.
First Borat, I fell out of my high chair, laughing.
I hurt myself very severely,
Yeah.
but it was funny.
Yeah. I was very young when the
Growing
first
pains.
Borat came
I
out.
saw it on Amazon Prime Video last night, and I was like, man, I should watch that before the new one comes out, just to get like a
Yeah.
refresher, you know.
Which one is it on? Amazon Prime?
It's on Amazon Prime.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
if it's on Netflix, but
I mean, wait, it was 14 years ago. Yeah.
Jesus, man.
So
14 years ago, the
I was-
first Borat came out.
I was 8.
Yeah.
How
I
old were
wasn't
you
that-
14 years ago, Stu?
I'm not a math guy, Jarrett. You know this.
Well, how old are you now? 32?
Yeah, we just did like a whole birthday thing.
I just said 32, so I remembered clearly.
Just
You
did a
said,
whole
what are
birthday.
you? 32.
You were 18.
Math.
Nice.
Math guy.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Don't
yeah.
look at me.
What's
Yeah.
32 minus...
I'm the worst at math here.
That's. Let me look at him.
yeah, Zach's the worst in
I can't
math.
think.
Hey. Oh, hey.
Yeah. An idiot.
I no, you know that does
Roast.
that does add up. I remember playing Warzone. We thought we had Zach's like, oh, we have enough for a loadout. Everybody dropped their money, and we were like $200 off. I'm like, dude,
Sounds about right.
like what?
Now, there's we were always talking about actually watching a movie and getting reactions.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Is that like a possibility with this, or you're not
Yeah.
allowed to show the actual film, right?
No, or the
Well, you can. So here's the rules on that.
Okay.
You can't show the entire film in its entirety if you're doing something like that. You can do something. You can do like a light Mystery Science Theater type thing, where you sit there and you make jokes at certain points in the movie and cut those into a video, something like that. So theoretically, we could watch, if we wanted to, we could watch the first Borat and then watch this one and do 2 videos out of it.
can you do that right when a movie comes out? Isn't there like a licensing thing?
I don't know.
Because I know like you can't do that for like movies in the theater, obviously.
Well, yeah,
But this isn't. This is
if it comes out.
if it's direct. This is direct to video, right? So
Oh,
I think it.
direct to
stream.
streaming.
Oh. Oh, I don't know how the
One's
works.
not a video
But
cassette,
I mean,
Jarrett.
if it's
Anyway.
direct to streaming, I would imagine that there are going to be. I mean, there's got to be other people doing reviews of it and everything. So, I mean, logically, you would think that it's okay to show some parts of it.
You can probably only show the clips that they show
Oh.
on commercials.
Let's just ask our legal team. We'll get back to
We'll
it.
get back to the...
Yeah.
Google,
No.
hey.
We'll consult the team of lawyers that is in my corner. I come from a family of lawyers.
Ah.
There is at least 3 in my immediate family.
We'll ask them.
Nice.
Ask them how
Actually, ask them.
ask them
No,
how copyrights
well,
work
that's
because
what I'm saying,
we don't
like-
know.
And that actually goes into what I wanted to talk about before.
Is suing people? Because I am in.
Who are we suing? Yeah, I like
No.
this.
I'm not sure. There's got to be somebody out there that needs something.
Yeah.
The
I'll go.
the movie reviews type of thing.
Oh,
Suing Jarrett for not doing them.
Going
And
back to that,
Let's
except we
see.
all
cost us money.
pitch in on the movie
man,
reviews.
I'll go outside and get hit by a car right now. We'll get a bag.
Prove it.
Hey.
We'll get a bag. We just need some startup money. Like, you know what? $50. It's fine.
You know, I mentioned Warzone. I do want to talk about this though. Are you done with Stu's news?
I mean, if we're talking about Warzone, I guess we are.
Is Stewie Lewis done with his news?
Just push your way. That's actually what a regular calls me at the bar.
Stewie Lewis
And while I'm on that subject,
or Huey Stewis or Stewie Stewis?
before you jump into that, I was finishing up work today, and I'm on the fun side of the bar. I have a drink while I wait for my food. Sure. And there's a new hostess there. I was like, "Oh, hello." I'm like, "Hi." She's like, "Hi, I'm Nico or Nicolette, just never Nikki." I'm like, "Oh, that's fun. I'm Stu or Stuart, never Stewie." She's like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Oh, nice to meet you." Haha. Then Richie, the owner of the bar, walks by and he's like, "All right, see you later, Stewie." Just right through us as I had just finished saying that. I just crumbled to the floor. I was like, "Oh, my heart!"
So do you prefer Stewie Lewis or Huey Stewis?
The first one.
Stewie Lewis.
Yeah, Stewie Dangerous. Streams a little better.
Okay. What about Stewie Stewis? Best of both
What
worlds.
about we get Call of Duty?
All right.
How about we move on? Because this is getting weird.
We were talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right?
Yeah.
New Warzone update: zombies in Warzone. No.
Is there?
Yeah. Some people were scared because when zombies came into Fortnite, the game started to die. You know?
That was a fun part. I was way better against them.
No, so now it's kind of like Infected in a way. I don't know if anybody's ever played Infected, but
that's
once you
lame.
die, you turn into a zombie, but you can come back as a regular guy.
If they develop a cure
There is a cure. You just have to go find little pieces of the cure, and then you're good.
as a zombie.
Yeah, every time a regular human dies, they drop like a vial of something, and you need 2 vials to get brought back as
So,
a regular guy with
Is
guns.
that in lieu of the Gulag?
Yeah, there's no more gulag. Well, this is a different. This is a,
For zombie.
yeah,
Royale.
this is an LTM. So yeah, but yeah, there's no gulag. But it's very exciting. I'm excited to play it. I think we should all play it again. I feel like that'd be good content.
This is
'Cause-
Call of Duty.
Yeah, I watched a few games, and it's just it looks like absolute chaos. Every game is just
Yeah.
chaos
I can imagine.
because there's no limit to how many times you can be a zombie. So if you die, you come back as a zombie.
So it's basically
You find a
like,
cure, you're back. If you die, you come back as a
What
zombie.
is that
So
money
it's
mode?
plunder.
No buyback.
But how
Yeah.
do you win?
The last living person alive wins. So
Get the laptop back.
you know, I brought up Texas Chainsaw Massacre because there's like 2 bundles in the store with you can be Leatherface and you can be Billy the Puppet from Saw.
Yeah.
Which is very cool.
Very, very awesome licensing
Yeah.
move there to get Texas Chainsaw Massacre skin and a Saw skin.
And it kind of pisses me off because everybody's like, "Oh, look, it's Jigsaw." I'm like, "No, it's not Jigsaw. Jigsaw was an old man with cancer. That's just his little puppet named Billy. That's
I
not
was going
Jigsaw."
to ask if Jigsaw was in it.
No, Jigsaw is not in it.
See,
The puppet?
The puppet, Billy the
Nice.
puppet.
Yeah.
This is the thing that I would not have known
I'm a casual.
because I don't watch Saw because I just don't care for those. types
It's
of
just
movies.
torture porn,
Yeah,
really.
It's gross.
It's not. They're not great.
I like the one with Shaq and Dr. Phil.
That's
That
that's
is Scary
from
Movie
Scary
4.
Movie
That was
4. Yeah,
fun. That was fun.
hilarious. Shaq has to make a free throw to free him. Dr. Phil cuts off his foot, and it's the wrong foot. Wrong foot.
See, that's fun. That's
And
entertainment.
then they go into the room and they're like, "Oh my god, they killed a dinosaur in here."
I don't remember what happened after that one. I just remember Shaq and Dr. Phil in a room. And
Charlie Sheen falls out a window with an erect penis and sticks into the ground.
You know, Danny Wahlberg was in one of the Saw movies. He's in the franchise. He's in like 2 or 3 movies.
is it really?
Yeah.
Doesn't make me want to watch it. In
Speak-
fact, less now.
Speaking of interesting cameos, I just rewatched Moneyball, and Chris Pratt's in that movie.
Is he?
He's in Moneyball?
Like a
He's
like
one
a,
of the baseball players.
Oh.
He's,
I would say like a
what's
big
his-
role.
what's his
Like, I
name,
don't
like
remember.
Gattenberg or
I don't know. I haven't seen
the
Moneyball.
first baseman.
I Moneyball was on TV when it first came out like a while ago, and I vaguely watched it
It
while I
just
was
came
doing
out
other
on
stuff.
Netflix. So just
Yeah.
probably rewatched it. I was like, Chris Pratt?
That's Chris
Cool.
Pratt. Hey,
Like, I'm in. Like, this is gonna be a funny movie.
dude, it's
alright.
Star Lord.
Dude, it's Star Wars.
I was thinking more Parks and Rec.
Or the guy from Jurassic Park. That dude has to have so much money. Oh my god, crazy.
He had to give some of it to Anna Faris.
Uh,
They got divorced.
Do you think he had to give some of his? Well, he
No.
was like way more super rich than she was.
prenup.
Well,
Prenup,
the
right?
issue was they started dating and got married when she was more famous than him,
Uh-huh.
and then he just like shot to the top. And I guess that's was the issue with those two, which is too bad because
They
Anna
were in
Faris,
that.
like,
They
I
were
think, is,
in that really crappy, those like stupid parody movies. They were in one of them together.
which is never
Like
good for a
disaster
relationship.
Movie. What was it? 23. It was something stupid. The whole premise revolved around like different apps on an iPad that. did
No, I think I remember what you're talking about. It was something like Movie 23, and it was
Yeah.
just a bunch of different
Yeah.
skits.
Yeah, it was really bad. But
I saw it. There was
of
only
them
one or
was
two that were redeeming in
Anna
there. I think.
Ferris wanted Chris Pratt to poop on her chest.
Odell style. Yeah.
Wow.
She wanted him to give her a Cleveland steamer, and he prepped by eating a bunch of burritos and stuff. And then he was like, "Okay, I gotta go." He's like, "I gotta poop," and she's like, "Well, I don't know if I want to do it right now." And he's like, "Just let me shit on your chest." And she like
What?
got upset.
What is this from? I think we're thinking of different movies there.
no,
'cause
I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure it's
remember
the same
that.
movie. And then she gets
Mine was in the
upset,
theaters.
and he feels like a jackass, and he runs out of the house and gets hit by a car, and just shit goes everywhere.
Literally and metaphorically.
Yeah.
Literally.
Now, think that was in theaters.
It was in theaters.
That was in theaters?
Yeah. It had a.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it. 'Cause
Stifler.
That sounds.
Stifler was in it.
Yeah, I remember it was like Dennis Quaid and like
They,
a bunch of like big name actors.
They kidnap a leprechaun and it beats the shit out of Stifler.
Was this a recent film?
No, like probably 2008 maybe.
Oh, see, I have absolutely no idea what you guys are talking about.
There was one movie, and
You
it
know who
was like
Stifler is?
Yeah, from American Pie.
there was a bunch of like different like smaller skits in the movie, and even when I was watching, I'm like, I don't understand
Okay.
this.
That is not the movie.
He was also in
Movie 23.
Stifler was also in another horror movie, Final Destination. Fun fact.
That is a fun fact. He was
He was
also
in-
in a funny
what, the
movie
first one?
called
Yeah.
Role Models.
Really?
He was. He died.
Well,
Not
usually they do in those movies.
Wait, did he die? I don't remember.
Yeah, movie 43. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Halle Berry's in it.
Yep.
She puts guacamole on her tits.
Who?
You?
Halle Berry.
Ooh.
I don't remember this
Like-
movie.
like for
you're
realsies?
explaining
Yeah.
it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like you see her boobs in it.
Ooh.
I don't remember that. I saw this in theaters, if I'm not
Listen
mistaken.
to this cast: Elizabeth Banks, Kristen Bell, Halle Berry, Gerard Butler, Josh Duhamel, Anna Faris, Terrence Howard, Hugh
Isn't-
Jackman,
isn't
Johnny
Terrence-
Knoxville,
Oh, I'm sure it's a.
Jason Sudeikis.
Oh
Uma
my god.
Thurman, Emma Stone.
I'm sure it has some redeeming qualities. It has
There's
to.
the-
You would think with that cast.
Yeah.
there's-
And then you'd be sadly mistaken once you watch
yeah.
it.
Oh
I
wow.
was gonna say it's really bad.
Well, maybe is it a movie that's like they know it's bad and they play to it, or
We'll
No,
find out.
They were
Jared,
trying to
super
be
awesome
funny.
movie review.
hey, you never
I
know.
think they took it off Netflix because that's what I watched it on.
I'm not worried about where it's
That
at.
has never stopped you guys before.
correct. Jarrett,
It's on Hulu
good news.
That-
and Amazon Prime.
I literally had to rent 4 movies for that.
I had to go to my local library and get 3 different VHSs
It's on
because that's how
Amazon
long
Prime.
Titanic is.
I don't have a VHS player, but I have a VHS converter. I had to make it into a DVD and watch it.
There's a lot more people.
Actually,
in
now
that
I
than
own it.
remember
It's
at the
nice.
beginning.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh, the other one I was thinking of was inappropriate comedy.
it sounded inappropriate.
Yeah.
That's the one that takes place with the apps. They do like terrorist jokes and stuff in that one.
Terrorist
Fun.
jokes. Is there nothing off limits?
Weren't we talking about Call of Duty?
Speaking of,
Sorry.
It's fine.
We actually were talking about Call of Duty, which led to talking about Saw, which led to talking about Scary Movie, and then other parody movies.
yeah. So are you done with Call of Duty yet, bud?
I mean, I guess.
I mean, we had a great discussion about it.
Uh,
It was a, it was
Unless-
a good run.
Unless it comes full circle, I think it's dead.
Yeah. So
Did you play the
Yeah.
beta?
No, but it looks bad.
It's
you sent out a tweet saying it's really bad.
yeah, I did.
It looks like
Yeah,
that was
you
my,
did.
That was my initial impression of it.
it literally looks like Black Ops 4 without boosting around and with older looking guns.
Basically, Black Ops 1. but-
No,
Yes,
no, no.
I swear to God.
No.
The only difference is there's no dolphin diving, instead you slide. That's about the only difference. It's basically Black Ops 1.
It's like the sounds and the way the game like moves. I don't know.
I swear.
Well, it's faster. Black Ops was a very slow paced game,
Yeah.
but this game everybody's like running around.
Well, they tried to go back to being a faster game because Modern Warfare is more campy.
Well, yeah, because you can die in 2 seconds in Modern Warfare. That's they made a mistake there. Like, there's so many things in this Call of Duty where you can just die like that. So that's why people just sit in buildings so they don't get evaporated in 2 seconds.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a survival game, right?
Yeah.
You want to live.
It's a survival game.
Speaking of survival games,
So what are you gonna do?
this new Warzone update, we need to play it because it
Sure, we'll play it.
literally shit hits the fan.
I'll
Okay.
play it right now.
Okay, right now wouldn't be a good time.
Yeah. I'm sure you have the update. I'm sure you have two
I'm sure
updates.
you downloaded it. Yeah.
I'm sure you have 2 updates that you have to download.
Should probably get that started.
Yeah.
It's fine. By the time Jared gets home, it will be halfway done.
Maybe. I think you have multiple updates. And the ones on Xbox are always so much bigger
they
than the
group
ones on
them into
PlayStation.
one.
That's so funny.
I
It's
think
like
they just group it into one.
it's like how big is this? Oh, it's like
I gotta say though,
it's 50 gigabytes. How big is it for Xbox? 200.
I gotta say though, the Black Ops beta didn't crash as much as the Modern Warfare beta did.
I didn't play Modern Warfare beta.
The Modern Warfare beta was, I mean, it was fun, but it crashed so much. And Modern Warfare crashed a lot when it first came out too.
Jerry, you're Team PlayStation, right?
Yes, sir.
Zach, what team are you? You're Team PC.
I have an Xbox though. I play on Xbox.
I'm Team Xbox. So, Jarrett, you're outnumbered here.
Why?
Well, I don't know where this is going.
I'm saying that we find Xbox to be more popular than the PlayStation.
I mean,
Here
I
at the
don't
Toolbox.
think numbers would, agree with that. But I respect anybody's decision to play
I'm happy to show you the numbers.
on whatever console they want. It's really not that big of a deal. Okay, that's fine.
This guy.
Are you getting a PS or getting an Xbox? What is it called? Xbox
Series X or
Series X. Why don't they just? So it should have been like 360, 720, 1080,
Keep going. One more.
260.
No, you lost it.
2160.
But that doesn't make sense though.
5 or 4K Ultra HD.
Why would you?
He just doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. He's a
Because then
PlayStation
it starts
guy.
to sound like you're talking about.
I know.
resolution.
Well, that's their fault. They should have named it something easier, like the Xbox, Xbox 2,
I don't know,
Xbox 3.
Xbox 360 sounded cool.
It did, but now they have a logistical issue where people are getting scammed on eBay because they think they're buying an.
Well, people need to stop being dumb.
Yeah. It's like, oh, mom, give me the PS5. Well, that says PS4, so let me not buy that one. That's how easy it should be.
Well, if it says Xbox Series X, then that's what you're looking for. If it says Xbox One X, then it's not what you're looking for.
But people are buying, they see the X, and that triggers them.
That's
the,
right.
The series should be
Like, literally,
Now,
the
normally
Xbox
I would argue
Pro
against
X.
Jarrett,
That's a good point,
because
right?
he's Team PlayStation.
Normally, I would argue against.
But at the same time, if I'm going online and I'm like, I need an Xbox Series X, I'm like, Xbox One Series X, same thing.
Like, find the Xbox that literally looks like a desktop computer, and that's the one that you're looking for. That thing is girthy.
Speaking of which, man, I do not want to see how hot that thing is going to run because the Xbox One X runs hot.
Stop saying Xbox. Xbox, stop listening.
I turned off.
I don't have. It used to be connected to TV, and I could just be like, Xbox, who to this channel? And it was really helpful and cool.
Yeah.
And
That was like several years ago when I actually had TV.
Yeah.
the One X runs hot,
So hot.
and I'm worried that the Series X is just going to run hotter.
Yeah, my PS4 runs pretty hot, but I do not turn it off. Like, it's
Well,
literally
I have it-
on or in rest mode
I have
all day.
my computer on my desk or under my desk, and then I have my Xbox on top of my desk, and my board sits there too. So it's all this heat right on my desk.
So I remember people are saying, like, oh, the PS5 it literally sounds so quiet. It's like the Tesla of gaming consoles. I'm like, okay, well, I didn't think the PS4 was like that loud, which it's not.
The
Dude,
Xbox is loud.
I got on my PS3 to play some NCAA 14. Greatest game of all time, by the way. And it literally sounded like a fighter jet was taking off when I turned the PS3 on.
Greatest game of all time.
It's so much fun.
It's crazy to go back to
Challenge.
older consoles and stuff and just hear how much noise comes out of them
Yeah.
when they're running. I remember the GameCube. When you turn that thing on, it goes,
The fan in the back
it's
just
so
spins.
loud.
It's like an external
Everything's
fan,
loud.
so you hear
the
everything.
disc turning on. You
Yeah.
hear it going.
Yeah, you hear the disc turning and you hear the fan turning in the
It's
back.
so loud.
It's crazy.
Everything on that thing was loud, and it had a freaking handle on it, so you could carry it places.
And
That's
the
just
weird
convenient.
thing is like looking at where we're at now, and looking at 15 years ago,
Mhm.
what we were dealing with.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I mean, yeah. Looking at
The jump in technology from 56K modems and AOL free discs to
AOL free disc. I still remember when I would go to Walmart and they would have those like in the. Here you go. Here, try out AOL.
yeah, here's your 5,600 free hours. Like,
Oh my god.
neat. That might be before your time.
It
Jared.
is. Did you guys use AIM at all?
AIM?
I did not use
Not
AIM.
really.
Joe Stew 000.
I was a little young
Wow.
for that.
So was I.
That actually aged well.
Like, I remember my brother had an AIM.
Yeah.
My brother had an AIM. He was like talking to people. I'm like, dude, that's so cool.
Yeah,
And
I was
then-
chatting up chicks after school.
And then he was on MySpace, and he's like, "Don't tell mom I have a MySpace." I'm like, "Is it a secret?" Like, damn,
No.
okay,
Now I get mad when my Xbox party doesn't work right away.
yeah.
I'm like downloading a game and like streaming music and trying to watch a show, and I get mad at like any slight.
Why is my bandwidth low?
Where is the bandwidth?
What's this, a prison?
This bullshit.
Why is nothing running right now?
Back in the day, you had to take your GameCube and put on Super Smash Bros. You had to try 5 times for it to work right. And when it finally did, you're like,
You
finally.
had to take the disc out and go
Yeah.
wipe it on your shirt.
Takes me back.
Just like taking the cartridge out of the Nintendo 64.
Dude, I know. That's crazy how that worked, though.
Yeah.
It literally worked.
They said, they on the back of those cartridges, from the SNES all the way to Nintendo 64, it always said, "Do not blow in the cartridge."
That's cap.
Right on the back.
That's cap. It
said,
works.
Do not blow on the cartridge. Do not use Q-tips in the cartridge.
Works every time.
You're not supposed to do it.
What do Q-tips say? Don't use in ear.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm still gonna use these.
I'm gonna use it as
because they
toilet
work, yeah.
paper.
Like,
Like, what?
do you want me to work?
That'd be pretty
I'm gonna make it
effective.
Yeah. You need a whole package.
Jarrett, you're the whole package.
Thank you.
And on that note,
Ooh.
I feel like, is it time
For what?
to jump into nominations?
I mean, sure. I thought we were gonna talk about my love life a
I
lot
thought
in
we
this
were gonna
show.
talk about that too.
Jarrett's love life?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a date.
Were you not in Discord?
No.
Oh.
Jared, go
What?
ahead.
Alright, so we're gonna be in
Oh.
a
I think
live
we have a little bit of
reaction
time.
out of Stu.
Yeah, I set up a date on Friday.
Wow.
Just the day and time. I don't know what we're gonna do yet or where we're gonna go. And I'm looking for suggestions and tips for me on a first date.
Okay, so you set up a date and time. What day and what time?
Friday at like 4.
Friday at 4. This Friday at 4.
Yeah, she's a teacher, so she gets off at 2:30.
She's a teacher.
Yeah,
How old is she?
22.
Okay.
What'd she teach?
I don't know.
What's important?
Is that like,
We haven't
Like-
even
like-
been on a date
wait.
yet, Zach. I don't know.
wait, Jarrett, you like don't understand? It's like math, or like you just literally don't?
I literally have no clue what she
Okay.
teaches. No.
All right.
You don't understand it, or
4 o'clock. So that's like, it's like coffee shop and go on a walk, like in a nice area, like go to Chagrin Falls or something.
So I don't know if this is a bad move, but I literally asked her, "What do you have any idea on what you want to do?" And she said, "Oh, maybe like food." And I know she likes to drink, so I'm like, "Oh, we could probably get some drinks too if you want." She's like, "Oh yeah, that'd be great." So
go somewhere that has
thinking
good
just
food and good
dinner
drinks.
and drinks, but that's kind of boring, isn't it?
Like
Like,
has great food, great drinks.
No, so ideally, light appetizers and drinks is perfect because you don't want to be too full where it slows you down. You just want to do light snacking and drinking, and that's where the dates get fun. Because the more that you guys drink, the more your guards go down. You
yeah.
start like opening up a little bit to each other.
So I will not eat a thing until I walk in to wherever we go.
no,
all
that is
day.
no.
That's
So that is
Oh.
all right.
So you don't want to be
Also bad.
sloshed.
Oh, well, why not? It's
Because
stupid.
You actually care what's happening that evening, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
You don't care? Because that's a different story.
Don't come to us
you,
don't come
if
to
you
us.
want
All
to
right.
wreck it,
Sure, I care.
all right,
I care.
All right. So they say the most important meal of the day is not breakfast. It's the meal you eat before you go out drinking, so you don't get wasted.
Who says that?
So a very bad look on a gentleman is one that cannot hold his liquor.
True.
I can easily hold my liquor.
Now,
very well.
That's fair.
it's not up for debate.
But
You're giving her a first impression right now.
you don't want to go into it with an empty stomach and chance it.
Well, no. Like you want to have your wits about you.
Yeah.
You do.
What if I eat the wrong thing and I throw up?
That's could happen whenever you eat.
yeah,
That's
Like,
true.
If you go
It's
to
true.
any restaurant, whenever. Like,
Remember, there was a time I had Cane's, right? I went to Cane's,
Man, Kane's absolutely my stomach so hard.
and then I had one beer, and I threw up everywhere. It was
probably
disgusting.
from the beer.
Yeah. No, see, I will not be having hard liquor. I'll be drinking beers, probably.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Unless she's like, "Hey, do a shot with me."
Then I will do a shot.
If she, yeah, obviously,
Well, I
that's
mean-
on the cards. All right,
Yeah.
so in all honesty, that's your best spot. Find a cool bar to go to that's like within reach of both of you.
Yeah.
Are you guys both strong?
No, she
or-
lives in like Canton, so that's kind of a hike. So we're gonna meet
That is a
halfway.
hike.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like 45 minutes to an hour. So
Woof.
Woof.
But hey, halfway is like 25 minutes. You know?
Sure.
That's
What's
true.
halfway there though?
I don't know. I have to look that up.
That's
so
like
So
nothing.
find.
it's before Akron from where I live, just before Akron.
Jesus. There's like nothing
That's
there.
tough. So you find out a spot that's closer to her because you're going to do the majority of the driving because you're a gentleman.
Right.
So you find something that's a little bit closer to her, a cool area, cool bar, whatever, something that looks nice. Drinks, light appetizers.
Should I go for Barcade? You think that's a good idea or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delightful.
That's
well,
good for it.
it's not great for a pandemic.
You're
but
right.
At the same time,
Hand sanding on deck. You know.
you keep it at the ready, but at the same time, any like thing you can do to engage her, like games, or like just say, obviously you let her win one or two.
No.
You
No.
get her feeling right.
No.
Jarrett,
No.
hear me out, Jarrett.
No. Okay, I'll hear you out, but
Jarrett, do you want her feeling nice or feeling bad?
I want me feeling good.
Okay. Now,
I don't
do you
care how
want?
she feels.
Now,
What
in
question
order
is that?
for you to feel good, she has to feel good.
See, Stu, that's the difference. I'm the ultimate competitor.
I'm not saying lose all of them. I'm saying you mix in one or two
The ultimate competitor.
early to get her feeling right. Like, oh, I've got a chance at this.
Then I assert my dominance in the end.
You don't want to assert your dominance in that. Not on the first date. You keep it close. You keep it evenish. I mean, you still come out on top because, I dabble. You don't want to get too aggressive
okay,
with it.
okay.
And you let her get one or two.
See, I'm just the ultimate.
I know. Yeah.
Losing and me don't go well together.
You wanna rule with an iron fist, but at the same time,
I gotta-
if she's not having fun, what does it all mean?
It's like first date, boom, alpha, me. You know what's up?
Kind of hug a balls, maybe.
Now, if you win the game but lose the night, how is that gonna make you feel?
You know, there's one battle and
You want to win the battle or the war?
I just sneeze.
Disgusting.
Blocked it.
You didn't. Shit everywhere.
Right in
like,
my
it's
thing.
my TV.
Looks to me like Cuyahoga Falls
He's doing some research for
is
you.
about.
I should find out where she teaches. Because I asked, because she's like, yeah, I'll just go like right when I'm done with school. I'm like, okay. How far away is that from where you live? Because I might not be done working for a little bit. She's like, oh, it's 30 minutes from my house. I'm like, oh God. So maybe if it's like 30 minutes towards me, that'd be great.
Take advantage of that.
That'd be great. Money's tight, you know. Can't be spending all my money on gas.
True. Now, I think that would be a good idea, though. You have to have something else going on to take the focus off of you two.
The small talk.
The shared interest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Zach,
Oh, you like games?
you heard Stu's for letting her win. I'm for dominance.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I say make it look close.
Make it look close. Okay, but still win.
I mean, and this is assuming that she
Can't beat you.
right.
Sure.
We've seen
But if
your
she can,
songs.
if she's really good at whatever you're playing, you got to go hard and try to win.
Here's the thing. One of my best friends plays basketball, right? She played in high school. She played in college for a little bit.
Sure.
And she's on a club team in her other college.
Where do you?
And we played Papa.
Nice neighborhood, Zach. We have clubs.
Like-
in Chesterland. Jonesville.
So like when we play basketball, I win because she's 5'1" and I'm big as hell.
Oh, so she's a point guard in the WNBA.
Sure. So, but we played Papa Shot. You know what that is? It's like the little basketball, shoot game.
Yeah, my former math teacher holds the Guinness World Record. So yeah, I'm familiar.
And she dominated me. Like we played like a 6-game series. I won the first 2 games, but I fatigued a little bit. And then she just
Why admit to that?
because I'm just telling you how it went. I'm not saying I got 4-0'd. I did put up a little bit of a fight, but she ended up
Golden State
winning.
Warrior?
So now this girl also played basketball in high school.
Okay.
So now I'm a little concerned. Like if we play Papa Shot and I lose, I can't handle that. So
I would start with skee ball.
see, I can't guarantee a win in skee ball.
Humility, my friend.
Yeah.
It's not about you. It's about the time you two are having.
It's all about how you accept the L too.
No, you take that as miserable as you want. That doesn't matter. As long as you're focused on the
Really?
two of you.
It doesn't matter if she.
No,
if she
I've
beats
shattered a
you.
glass.
I can imagine Jared just.
Zach, you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like Stu's a simp. That's what it sounds like. You a simp, Stu?
Forgiven 2?
Yeah.
2 wins?
You a simp?
Out of 10?
Letting girls win? That's simp moves right there.
Bless your heart, Jared. You
No,
call
it's-
me a
it's-
simp one more time, I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron.
it's one thing to lose. Like that's like losing. It's not cool. It's fine. But if you intentionally
It's
lose,
not cool.
if you intentionally lose, then I think you're a simp.
You know what I was worried about on dates where I would let my date win 1 or 2?
What's that?
My date. I wasn't worried about myself. I was worried about where that night was going.
I don't like the word simp.
You don't incorporate the ego on that because you're not interested in proving how big of a guy you are. You're interested in making a connection,
This is the thing. So like,
right?
I have a 4-year-old niece. Okay, we play games all the time.
Punish her.
I do. This is the kind of competitor I am. She's like, oh, let's play soccer. I'm like, all right, let's play soccer. Dumpster her. She's like, oh, let's play basketball. I'm like, all right.
4-year-old.
Yeah,
mind you.
little mini hoop.
Okay, so using the term dumpstering a 4-year-old.
Oh yeah, dude. I destroy her. Like she never stood a
You
chance.
don't even have to like imply that. Though. You can
Yeah,
just be
yeah,
like,
but that's what
I
I'm
beat
saying.
my, like, 4-year-old
That's what I'm
niece.
saying. Like,
I beat my
if-
4-year-old.
like-
You know, if you don't, then it's like something weird. But like if you don't beat her by a lot, then like,
no, best thing. Like, I
you don't have to say,
never,
like, I wreck her.
never let her win. I know she'll be very happy if she sees herself win, but I just can't do it.
You're
I
like-
just have to destroy her.
Well, there's a mentality to that because it's like when these basketball players do basketball camps and they just shit on these kids
Hilarious.
because it's about teaching kids to lose more than anything.
Mhm.
It is because that's what they do in basketball camps. If you've ever watched a video of these kids trying to score on even Chris Paul, they go up for a shot, he just puts one hand up and smacks it right back in their face because he can't because he's Chris Paul. So
It's
I mean,
a good lesson. I teach the
it's-
kid
it's-
humility, and I have to teach my date humility.
it's a learning point because
Rooting for you, bud. Let me know how that one goes.
I will. I'll have updates next
I'm
episode.
excited.
she goes to shoot a pop shot and he smacks it into her face.
like the
Get that weak stuff out of here.
the clock's running down. I'm like literally in her ear, just talking a bunch of shit.
You're nothing. You'll never be anything. You'll just be a school teacher.
You teach those snotty little bastards how to fucking write.
Your dreams of the NBA are stupid dreams.
How dare you achieve anything?
As long as I'm alive, you'll always be number 2. That's right, number 2, a piece of shit.
Yeah, I think that's gonna go well. I would stick with that.
All right, yeah,
Hopefully she doesn't listen to this podcast.
yeah, she might.
Did you lead with the podcasting?
What?
Did you lead with the podcast? Oh, I host a podcast.
No.
No, she has no idea.
Oh, she saw it on my Snapchat. I was like, oh, that'd be fun. I might listen to it. I'm like, okay. And I don't think she's listened to it yet,
No.
but
She still wants to talk to you.
yeah, well, that's all.
That's true. Yeah.
I carry myself well on this show.
As soon as
Fair enough.
up until that whole wrecking 4-year-olds, but
Stop saying like really suspect terms of what I do with
you
my niece.
chose that language, sir.
Don't say I beat her and I wreck her.
You
that
literally said that.
just say
That-
like
that is how
You
you
said
set up the story.
actually, he said he dumpsters her.
yeah, dumpster. That's
Yeah,
reasonable.
That sounds almost
Yeah,
the
no,
worst.
that's
Throw her
actually
in a-
my bad.
throw her in a
Jared
trash can.
dumpsters his niece.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you for that soundbite.
Yeah. Share it. Dumpsters his knees. There's still a soundbite somewhere of you calling me a snack. That's all I'll say.
Where?
Congrats.
Prove it.
You say Jarrett the snack Andrews.
Prove it.
I'm sure it's on my computer probably.
Yeah, he'll find it.
I'm not gonna look for it, but
Same thing.
So yeah, that's I'll definitely have updates next week. Hopefully my date goes better than Stu's date.
That's true. That's fair.
you're hoping her mom doesn't show up then.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what her mom looks like.
And you're
There you go.
there we go.
Oh,
Hey,
well played.
At least she knows it's supposed to be a date.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, she knows who I am.
It's actually a much better start. Yes.
She doesn't think you're gonna be working.
So yeah, updates on next week's podcast. I'll tell you all how it goes.
All right. Yeah, I'm interested.
Can a tool find love in a pandemic?
Sure.
That's the question.
Okay.
Rihanna did. She found love in a hopeless place. So why can't I?
That's Rihanna.
Because you're not Rihanna.
I said Rihanna.
Yeah.
That is Rihanna.
Oh.
Rihanna's a superstar.
Well, what am I?
Rihanna's Rihanna,
Not.
dude.
Guys, you need to gas me up.
Dude, come on.
You got to gas me up here.
Don't
Come
go
on.
for Rihanna. Don't go for Rihanna as your comparison.
Whatever, man.
You could have picked anyone else, and I would have been like, okay, Jarrett, sure. You picked Rihanna.
And?
It's Rihanna.
Wow. My friends.
You're Kelly Rowland, and I'm Beyonce.
I am Beyonce, always.
Yes.
There we go. You did it.
One Office reference.
It took me so long to remember one of the other members of Destiny's Child.
No idea.
It's Kelly Rowland, and that's who you are.
Oh,
It's
see,
one of them.
you called me that, and I had no clue what you were
I
talking
know.
about.
I had to dig down deep for that reference. I found it.
Like, who's another member of NSYNC besides Justin Timberlake?
Lance Bass.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh,
Joey Fatone.
Joey Fatone.
Chris
man.
Kirkpatrick.
You guys are just weird.
I would not have said Kirkpatrick. So,
Am I missing somebody? Oh,
the guy no one knows.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Oh, but now I think it's ballot time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now it's ballot time?
Now it's ballot time.
Okay.
Can I go first?
Sure.
Please.
It usually decides the other two.
I know. So my vote originally was going to be for Stu. Well, actually, no. It was originally going to be for Zach. Because he's up to his old tricks, looking at people's screens. It bugs me, man.
Are you sticking with your original vote?
Well, let me finish. All right?
Stop interrupting.
I'm going to let you finish.
Well, you said originally Stu and then originally Zach. So
And then at the very end there, Stu really started acting like a simp. But I can forgive that because his heart's in the right place.
Jared, I'm going to punch you in the
Hold on,
throat
hold
if you
on,
call
hold
me a
on,
simp
hold
one
on,
more
hold
time.
on. Your heart was in the right place. You want to see me succeed? And I respect that. So my vote swung back to Zach for looking at screens, for or something else, but I forgot. But the fact of the matter here is, Zach, we tell you once, we tell you twice, you do it again, we tell you a third time, and then you did it again today. You can't cheat on these lists, Zach.
I wasn't cheating on the list.
That's Stu's news,
He did.
not Zach's news.
He did see one of them.
And I didn't say it.
But you saw it.
I could have said it.
Yeah, you could have seen one of the other ones.
Or you could have not looked.
We don't know. what
Problem
you're telling
solved.
us.
I didn't see the other ones that I picked because the other ones I picked weren't even on the list. Well, one of them was, but it was where I couldn't see it.
Oh, and another reason. Zach thought it'd be a good idea to go to Walmart to get a haircut. So there you go. Tool.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted to say.
Zach, the only thing you can go to Walmart and get consistently is coronavirus, but you went for a haircut. Good job.
I bet
that's
that
a
was
good
one
one.
of your jokes, and brilliant. Just
That was very well done.
So yeah, that's my vote for Zach.
I appreciate that actually.
Yeah.
Zach, you or I?
You can go.
I can
'cause
go. Well, I'm currently seeing red. Jared, if you call me a simp one more time, I will literally.
I
drag
didn't
you
say
out
you
of
were a
this
simp.
apartment.
I said you were acting like a simp.
It's dangerously close. I don't know.
I never did.
I don't know. If we want to assert dominance, we're talking about that one.
But okay,
I'm
Stu,
gonna come at you like a spider monkey.
you gotta understand. Okay,
I'm hopped up on Mountain Dew, Jarrett.
it took me a little bit to understand your point of view, and then I get it. I get it now.
Now you've turned, but after horribly insulting me.
Yeah, isn't that how it normally goes?
I don't know.
Well, I'm a changed man. I'm not the man I was 5 minutes ago.
I will not change my vote, and Jarrett, you have it.
Okay.
Zach.
All right. Well, after a week off, and me wanting to give Tool of the Week to our entire audience for not giving
Oh, that's a
any
good one.
assistance,
That's a good one.
we asked, we pleaded, we begged, no help at all. Stu's friends let him down. Our audience let us down.
It's true. It's a tough birthday.
It was a tough birthday for Stu.
I didn't get
He
roasted.
had to celebrate in any other way.
Nobody had something bad to say.
He had to have fun. You didn't have to do the show.
Hardly a tear shed.
We had to cancel last week. Nothing really got done. So I wanted to give the vote to both of you, to everybody, but I guess I really can't do that because it's for one person. Jarrett,
Yeah.
you used the term simp way too much.
And
It is such a garbage term.
it's not really.
It is.
Okay.
It really is a garbage term.
Oh.
So I'm gonna vote for you.
Oh, cool. Because we're really keeping the show fresh, guys. Wow.
Well, I mean, I was gonna
No, I
vote
was,
for anything else.
Former holder of this trophy, so I guess this is a fresh new take.
4 out of the last 5. Crazy.
You're like LeBron.
Yeah.
4 out of the last 5 finals, you've made it.
Nick Saban winning a championship this year. All right.
How does it feel?
Familiar.
Yeah, I bet.
Feels very familiar. Thank the Tools for we brought the heat today. Very good show.
Yeah.
Well done after the week off. Had a lot of content. We went we started at 6:20, 7:45. So
Well, I mean, there's a little bit we can cut out there.
yeah, well.
So, at the beginning.
Like to thank Stu for Stu's news. He teased us with Britney Spears talk, which we never got to, which made me sad.
I literally asked you if we got to it. You said no. Or you said yes.
And you said no.
Yeah,
so I went ahead.
wanted to move on.
That's not on me.
He literally gave us a teaser. He said, "There's a new flavor of beer. What is it? I'll tell you later. It's hot sauce." And that was the story.
We didn't even know what brand it is.
Yeah, he just said it's hot sauce.
I thought you guys liked that.
That's
It was funny at the time.
I was like,
I was laughing about it. I'm
like,
not gonna feel bad.
the sad thing was I was actually very intrigued with what the flavor would be. And he said, "We'll find out." And then I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. I'm actually excited for Stu's news." And he said, "It's hot sauce." I was like, okay.
Teased you so hard.
I'd like to thank me for opening myself up to the Tools, to allowing them into my love life.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And then just closing the door on us.
When did I do that?
You rejected my
No,
kindness.
I'm going to heed your words
Good.
and see if they, I'll play it by ear, whatever I'm feeling at that time.
Either domination or
Submission.
Submission.
I think this is a different kind
It's
of
not
night.
submission, Jared.
This is a
Common
different kind of
courtesy,
night.
like-
there's no middle ground. You're either dominant or you're submissive.
I'm pretty sure there's a red flag in there somewhere.
Or a green one.
Find out next week on the Toolbox. So I will take this home. I will record an acceptance speech, which we haven't done for 3 episodes.
Two, I think.
No, it was 3. It was 2 for me and then 1 for Stu. So it's
It was
3.
my birthday.
We really got off the tracks on that.
Yeah. So thank you guys. Thank God, obviously. Alhamdulillah.
So let's
What was that last bit?
Alhamdulillah. It means
Means what?
thank you in Arabic.
nice.
Are you serious or are you lying?
No, I'm serious.
Thanks for the language lesson.
Yeah.
Soon let's shoot something else too.
Call of Duty.
Jarrett.
Do you guys want to blog me for my first date? You guys can come along as the film crew.
Dude. Kind of, yeah.
Don't tell her. That'd be content.
Don't tell her.
That'd be content.
Oh my god, that would be funny
Yeah, but
actually.
it's also in Canton.
No, it'd be halfway.
It'd be halfway.
Okay, so 20 minutes.
Oh,
from
Stu,
North-
wouldn't want you to drive far, bud, would you?
It'd be like
Oh
20
no.
minutes from here.
From Canton?
Stu,
You know, 480?
I drive
2+ hours.
Stuart, I drive an hour
What?
every week to get here. Sometimes twice a week.
Did you just say 2+ hours?
It is 2 hours to Canton from here.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It's like 2 hours to like
It might be one.
Dude, it's like an
It's
hour.
almost 3. It's like 2.5 hours to Columbus from here.
Yeah, it's like an hour to Mansfield from here.
All right, we'll agree to disagree. Maybe, Jarrett.
And maybe.
Maybe I'll come on your date with you. Is that what you want to hear?
He doesn't want us to come on the date with him. He wants us to be in the same place and record him without their knowledge.
Oh no, she can have knowledge. I expect it to be like an episode of Jersey Shore, kind of.
That's actually kind of funny. We have them do a confession.
Yeah, you have us do interviews in like the bathroom and shit.
Confessional. She's just like, this is not what I expect.
You know what? If this date goes well, and she's cool with it,
You're gonna be happy you have those memories.
We can parody a Jersey Shore episode, and then I'm sure she'd be glad to do it.
You're sure?
Yeah, she seems like a very charismatic
I
person.
feel like I don't do gym, tan, or laundry, so
It can be instead of Jersey Shore, it'll be I don't know.
be more like that Florida Panhandle.
Middle of
one.
Ohio.
What was that Panhandle one?
Oh, what was the
Georgia
Georgia Florida Shore?
Something
Florida
like that?
Georgia Shore?
Yeah, it was like the way more trashy redneck one.
Yeah. Oh, there was also one from West Virginia, Buckwild.
Oh yeah, that kid died because he slept in it or passed out because his
Great
exhaust
story.
pipe got filled with mud.
He passed out in his car and his
He was
exhaust pipe,
mudding. His exhaust pipe got filled with mud.
and he was just taking a nap in his car, or
Well, he passed out because he was
He's drunk.
because he was drunk and he got stuck in the mud.
he left
and,
his car on running.
He was drunk and he passed out.
Well, yeah. Why are you? You know what?
Stu, he was drunk and a hillbilly.
And he was mudding. in
Throw
his
all
truck,
logic out the window.
And he died.
Mountain Dew, America.
Suffocated.
I get it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's episode 9 of the Toolbox.
We ended on suffocation.
Well, how does it normally end?
Mountain Dew in America.
Yeah, America.
Well,
Speaking of which, go vote.
sure.
That's all I'll say. Go vote. Make your voice heard
If you want.
if you want. It's really up to you.
We're not going to tell you what to do.
Do whatever you want.
Honestly.
We're not cops.
No. Hell no.
It's not illegal.
We're
not
the
to
Good
vote.
Time Boys, and that'll do us from here at the Toolbox. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.
Get your pets spayed and neutered.
Stop it.